We switched over to another camera. I ran out of storage again on my camera, but we got my little backup. We'll just continue walking. I kind of like this old camera. Infants. Look at that, eh? Infants. That's his father there. So he'd be buried roughly around here, right behind the stone. There's a couple more to check out. So, and look at this one here, the erosion. There is a little bit of script on this side. Barely. I don't know what happened to the rest of the stone. Do you think it matches that one? I wonder if it's a match. Just judging by the piece in the bottom. Maybe not, but... keep going here. This is lilies, and you can see the lilies are coming up. It's only a very short time left where you can get out and see this stuff, because eventually things like that are going to disappear. And of course, this little dip that we're in here may be a grave, and there's a stone missing. You wouldn't know it. Actually, there is a mark here. I bet this is it. Oh, was this a piece of plastic? You know how they're marking it with the color? Now I'm standing in a hollow. Oh, there's another car. There's a ton of Hot Wheels here, or whatever. Hot Wheels. And little toy cars all over the place. I think I found 3 of them now. 1892. We'll continue on here. There's another marker that they put off the side. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. They got, now I'm going to guess there is burial here because there's some right over here. Right beside this big stone. Memorial. The piece is missing. Where else? What else is here? Oh, there it is there. Look at that. Oh, they're trying to repair it. It looks like they're trying to do a repair and a glue job on this at one point. I hope they succeed. But here are those little, there's burials here. Right on the edge. Used every inch of this cemetery. And there's a medal right here. So this was fenced in. Look at that. That's what it is. This was fenced in. Here's one of the... I didn't even recognize it, but it broke. You can see where they put the piece here. Let me show you. Okay? That would have been there. That would have been like that. And of course, there would have been another one going across. There it is there. You can see the metal. You see that? Just thought I'd take a look at this one here. It says... Mossy? That's an S. M-O-S-S-I-E. Mossy? But yeah, there's a burial right here. And I'm telling you, there is an edge here. A ravine. God knows what that's going to happen to this stuff in time. This is going to get washed down if we have a bad storm. But here's a stone. Check it out. Looks like it was here at one point. Came out. Can we read it? It's a hard one to read. You can see the gate. I'm on the edge. I always like going on the edge here for some reason. And all the nice stones are here. Infant, daughter of Lewis. 1903, 1903, look at that. 1903. Back to the edge here. Now I see a marker right there. And I'm in a dip. I'm in a hollow right now. I just walked in a pretty well a hole. You can see a marker here. 2, 3, 4. Someone's put sticks on them to, you know, they're going to disappear if you don't cut the grass. Especially being on the edge. Memory of George Moore, like Moore, died January 23rd, 1881, 80 years old, in 9 months. Scotland. Upside down. This is a unique stone. There just seems to be a lot of wasted space on the left. It must have been 2 parts, so this is 1902. Hard to see the years. I think it's either 13 or 3. But that's where I'm standing right now. I'll move out of the way to let you see. See, we are in the cemetery. And geez, you go straight down here. There's more graves. They're all on the left. Now, obviously, you got the big ones. They're easy to see, but and there's a big dip here. They marked the spot. I don't see a stone. It's been marked as something here. There's something here. You can see what I mean. And over here too is a dip. Roughly here in this branch, it's hollow. Well, it's pretty wild, eh? Which way you want to go? Let's have a look here. I'm on roughly a line. Just seems like there's a whole line there of stones. I don't know if they had any kind of grid system when they were initially going to do all this. Probably not. So I'm going to go on this side and continue on. We'll have a look. Just because of the light right now. I got the light on my side. These here are on the other side. The ground is uneven here. This one fell over. And let's see if we can read this one. This is a really, really bad one. We got the light going the right way for us. Honestly, I can't read it from where I am here. I'm hoping that if we take this home, the video, I might be able to enhance it a bit. There's got to be a trick to do this and get some charcoal and paper or something like that to make it legible, but here's an old one. Love the script. The script is curved, aged. There's the aged word, 65 years. It's quite different. Design. I can't quite make it out. You know what I'm saying? It's got that. Usually they're very, very flat. And this one here, you can see it shifted quite a bit. And that's how they shift. See how there's all that moss there? Moisture gets in, freezes, lifts it, moves it just millimeters every time, every season, every time it gets cold. There's a plot here. It's quite depressed. Here's another one with a script that goes up. Gilroy. William Gilroy. Died what? 1867? Is that 22? Young, eh? We fixed it. It's nice. There's a gardener over here. Look, there's nothing here. But there, you can see it still has the urn on the top. It hasn't come off. Actually, it's been glued on, I think. Polished. It's really nice. Very smooth. Now, there's a design here. You can't see it, but there is. And there is something here, boy, I tell you, this can't get any harder to read than this. But I'm going to try and see, just for a challenge for us, if we can make it out. I'm going to stay still. And still, you got to pause it. At the right second. And we should be able to make it out. So this is unique. I'm going to walk around this one just a little bit because it has its own concrete foundation, probably on top. Actually, you can see some of the original stones over here. 1867. Oh, that's cool, eh? They did a foundation with all the stones. There's quite the history here. McLean's, Flynn's, Wiggins, Sarah Jane, 1889, 1842. Hey, give me your hand. Come on up. You did it. McLean. There's Jane. Something yet. If I were to refer here. Wiggins. Harrietta. That would be Harrietta. There's Jane. Just to show you a little bit of a... Oh, there's more here. There is some names here, very hard to read. A couple more. And then over here is the last. Oh, there's two more. This is that stone. That was very gothic. So there you go. That's here. We're on the edge. Look at the size of this guy. Tom's Chapel, who died in 1891. 28 years, 7 months, and 21 days. They give it the day. Here I am on the outside of the edge of the cemetery. Now there's a stone here. They marked it with a stick. Oh yeah, there it is right there. This is just a field stone. It doesn't really seem to be any marking on it. But I have a feeling this was a field stone. Probably snapped. It was probably upright. Fell down and cracked. But it's very depressed here. Be careful, Kathy. Yeah. You shift her into four-wheel drive here. Robert Kilroy? Clear. 1908. 32 years of age. Oh, there's squirrels out there. Or chipmunk. I can see a chipmunk there. Way down. This is a husband and wife stone, what's left of it. And you can see the marker here for the bordering for their plot. This is an old one. Check this out. Purgable. Got a shadow of the tree. Like maybe if I do this, let's try that. Make it out. There's an old one. Looking for all the old ones on the side here that came off. And here it is here. I see a little sign. I'm gonna put it up. Stick it in the ground. Push on it. I hope I don't break it. It's quite rotten. There we go. Sunburst locust. And they marked another one here. Don't see any stone or anything. There's a couple here. Wow, this one's very eroded. Super erosion. There's one here. A little bit left. Might make it out. Oh, it's hard to say. I see James something. McLean? June 20 something. Of March. June? No, it's not June. It's got to be a number. 11? Oh, I can't read it. You gotta help me, guys. I'm gonna get it up on the TV screen. There's a few more here. So there's that Hill Cemetary. Here's another biggie. The Reynolds family cemetery. Look at the plot. Somebody's put wood all around the outside. And there's sticks indicating who's where. Can you see? Looks like mother, father. Should be father and mother. Mother Elizabeth, my dad and wife, Tom Thomas, 1872. 28 years, 5 months. 28 years old. So 55. I mean, even 55 is young. 69, you're kind of in the range of a normal life expectancy. You're doing okay if you're hitting 76, 80. I mean, that's back then in 1894. What was the life expectancy back then? I mean, our standards now are a lot higher. I think it's like 78 for women and 76 for men, average. But the sticks here indicate more. Where can we go now? So we walked by this one we came in. Margaret McBride, who was lost on the Asia. On the Georgian Bay, the Asia and Georgian Bay, 1882. Age 30, it looks like a 7 there. Well, I gotta check that out. It was somebody passed away who probably died in a boating thing on Georgian Bay back in the day. When you think 1882, a lot of steamers, freights running Georgian Bay, coming out of Penetang, going up to Michigan. So that was the way before the trains. It doesn't tell about the 18. Actually, it's around that time when the trains started to come into the area and being used, but it was mostly shipping with old steamers. I'm on a family plot here. It's a big one. Can you see? It's gated. But it's just this one stone. I don't see any sticks here. Wow, this one's in really rough shape. I'm gonna stay still. See if you can make it out. Sarah Ann, something Ann. I think it looks like an Ann there. But it's so hard to read. But they do have markers. There's a stone right there. There used to be. Oh, you know what? I put it together. That stone, headstone, used to be right here. Okay, I think. I see some pieces that came out. Maybe not, because there's pieces that were there that... Back into the middle here. We just walked the outside perimeter. I haven't even gone on the inside. But very uneven ground right here. I'm going to walk into it. So these trees had to have been here when this place was first being used. I think it's the most recent one there, 1941. 1893 Chester, March 16th to March 24th, 1889. October 21st, 1893. Died 1907. Greg. There's another stone here. I think we looked at this one already. Lauren. Died in 1900. Millennial. 14. 17 years old. Son of Frank and Susan Everell. '93. So the oldest is William and Teresa J. William and is that an aunt? Is that an aunt? I think it is. Teresa J. Coburn, 1867 to 1887. 67, 87, 20 years. And as an infant, not even a year old. You can see more of the stones here. Markers. Baby. That would be the one that was on that stone a second ago. There's some more of these toys. If it was for the infants, it would make sense. It'd be quite nice to know that somebody's doing that. Robert Deering. Someone 1801, 1880. His wife, Mary Manning, 1812, 1908. So go along. And McGrag, 1801, 1888. She was 87 years old. Well, this is an ancient one. It just weathered. I don't know if we can make out this one. But it was right there. Just the frost and everything raised it up. I'm gonna guess there's something here because they did a little staking. So they're all in here. 1864, that's pretty old. Anne, wife of Samuel Coburn. And beside it, stone that fell. This is a neat design on this. Is that the Bible, I guess? Oh, good timing with the sun. I can read it now. In memory of Sarah Deebing, wife of John Cross, who died May 25th, 1878. 84. God. It's good. Good for them. I'll have whatever she's having. Whatever she's drinking or eating or whatever. I'll take it. In memory of John Cross, who died February 12th, 1862, 76. I'll have whatever he's drinking. From Ireland. Awesome. So Irish descent here. And this is another hard one to read. I don't know if I can do anything to help it. So hard to read. I see 1860 here. Maybe it's 1900. Here we are with the Zinke. Again. Since we're here, I thought I'd take a look at it. Such a unique piece. Rare metal. Don't see these anymore. You hear it. That's pretty cool. Maybe the sun's it's just the right angle to read these stones that are on an angle like this. On the ground, you see how he makes out? Agnes, wife of John Hannah? No. Hannah, yeah, she died June 7th, 1867. 62. Beside there's another one. Another Hannah. Died August 15th, 1851. That's one of the older ones. 1850s. It was hard to read that one, eh? By the tree here. In memory of Mary Lee, died December 30th, 1880. Is that what it says? 1880. Age 49, 4-9 years. It's funny how they do that, eh? Little cool, runny nose. So it looks like they're cleaning up some of the railings here. Did we look at this one? Can't remember. But we'll take a look at it just in case we didn't see it. Figure I'd do it right in the shadow. Right behind me, it's a beautiful one here. Big gate. Hard to make out this one, eh, Kath? I see 1885, but it is weathered. I can feel just with my finger how much is eroded, and it's quite smooth. Now the light's flashing straight on it. Had it been on an angle, I'd be able to read it. Let's go inside. Do the scissors. Not much. There's nothing here. But this is it here. This is the gated section. I don't feel anything here. The ground is... I don't know where the guy is, wherever he'd be buried, because it just doesn't seem to be... Actually, I do see a depression right over there by the tree. Well, this is interesting setup here they did with this tree. You think they did this on purpose for a reason? Maybe. Because Evelyn is here. And this is the stone. Look at that, 2 chunks. Might as well start here and pretend we're starting at the top. In memory of, and then it goes here. Ah, the first name got cut off. Who died October 9th, 1877, 66. Also Elizabeth, wife of Marion, died 20. You can see some of the stones come off there. It's hard to... Died December 21st, 1890. 82 years old. And there are the stones. You can see my shadow. I'm going to point to it. Oh, keep pointing, right there. But there is something here with a stick marking something. I don't see anything here. But there is over here. ELH, and then there's another one right there in this gated section. We're almost at the end here. I'm going to see just there's a couple more up here. Look at this. You can see crackle there. There's another one, an H marker. Memory of John Head, 1848. That's old. 1913. Wife Mary. Spruill, 1866, 1925. Yeah. Wow, easy to miss this one. Did I miss this one? I must have. 'Cause I didn't do this to it. Look at the moss. We might be able to read this one okay because of the light. Some of these stones I can't read at all. But we got the shadow. Here, I'm going to hold it. See if you can make out. Died, I see died April something. 1870. If that's a 7. What do you think? A whole bunch of those little stones here. So this graveyard, pretty crowded. Quite a few, more than I saw. I looked on the internet and saw a little picture. Somebody posted some good pictures, but I'm quite impressed. There's nothing on that side. And then the last one, I think we already looked at this guy here, but the sun is just shining on it. Okay. Was that Campbell we came and visited here a second ago? And one last look at the back here where all this cut wood is. I have to wonder if there's something here where that wood is. It's a convenient spot to put stuff, but I mean, they go all the way to the back. There's markers here. So, what do you think? Huh? Nice day? We'll go. What do you say we go? It's nice up here, there's no wind. Look at the size of that tree, eh? 1860. I'm going into the light. Here's one. I don't know if I missed any. I'm trying to get at least a little copy of each of these. It's for the record. I'm hoping somebody uses this when they do research. There's something here. The ground is uneven. I don't see a stone. Oh, can I see this? These are beautiful. Eliza. What does that say? 1844? 1849. Wow. I knew this stone was a little different. Wife of, God, it's hard to see. It's a Bradley? Bradley? Hard to read. That was an old one. 1962. Your what? Okay. Gilroy. Just to show you some stones here. We missed these. I missed them when I walked around. Of course, this might be the other part of it. So this plot that is also gated. Quite a few. That's one thing I noticed. A lot of gates here. Gated plots. There's the end thing. I see in 1873. And I don't know if we can get a name. Jane? Jane? Is Jane here? Nope. William. Mary. Robert. Oh, Jane's got to be here because I can hardly read it. But that's this plot here I walked around. can see that this ground is so uneven. So probably a ton of unmarked graves. I'm just looking at this line here.